There's no reason to be standoffish.
I'm not. It's their time now, and he knows that I'm here.
Yeah, Mason does keep you guessing, huh?
What do you mean? Not that I'm disagreeing, of course.
There have been times when I wondered if he even remembered he had a son.
I think after the divorce, he felt estranged from both of them.
Before that, too. But what do I know about fatherhood, you know?
Complicated, Cruz. He talks more about Chip when Victoria's not there, and when she is there, well, he sort of feels as if he doesn't have the right, that he doesn't want to compete.
It could be a good idea if somebody were to suggest that a doctor look at the boy later.
I'm sure Victoria will call Scott Clark. Listen, you're friends with him, aren't you?
Well, I know him. I wouldn't say we're friends.
Have you ever heard him mention his uncle, Hal?
As a matter of fact. Why?
You know, I think he caught a little cold. Oh.
Think he's gonna remember any of this?
I don't know, but I certainly will. Cameron's his Kleenex, but don't eat that.
How far were you willing to go? Would you really have let her have it?
Mason, I would have done anything to keep him. You know.
I know what I was ready to do. She didn't trust either of us, but she trusted Cruz. Next logical step was to tell her who the baby's father really is. Sometimes I still think that would be best.
For whom, Mason?
Well, not me. I already feel like he's more yours than mine.
Mason, don't be that way. He needs you, and so do I. Don't let that distance be there, because as he grows older, he's not going to understand it.
I would at least thank Cruz properly.
He's your boss now, remember? You better let me check out the boathouse. Cece already knows I'm looking into it.
Hey! Nice to see you. Come on.
Hey, Cruz.
Cruz, how can we ever thank you for what you did for our grandson tonight?
Oh, there's no need.
Has Victoria safely gotten home with him?
Well, they were heading that way when I left them a few minutes ago.
Oh, good. Then we won't wake him up when we stop by. I was planning on dropping by after I cleared a few things up right here, and I told the crew to go ahead and do their job.
Yeah, I noticed the heavy machinery outside. Seems like an odd time of night for those guys to be working.
Not really. I got my crews working around the clock. We had a lot of delays building this country club, you know.
This is going to be part of the country club right here?
Oh, yes. We're expanding the whole beach way out there.
Excuse me, Cece, I really would like to go see Chip.
Oh, I'm sure you both would, but I wonder if I might ask a favor before you go.
For you? I mean, what?
Would you postpone the demolition here a few days?
Why? I mean, Cece just said there's so many delays.
Well, I imagine it's a subject you're both tired of, but it has to do with Hal Clark.
No, you mean it's got to do with Keith Timmons and my charming ex-wife?
Them too.
Well, what kind of story are they peddling these days?
Well, apparently there's some reason, probably slim, to think that Mr. Clark was not too far from here the night he disappeared.
What reason?
Not far from here? Los Angeles is not far from here.
Well, I've heard that Mr. Timmons thinks the body may have been buried here or otherwise disposed of.
Yes, next he'll say he's buried in my basement or in my garden or in my bedroom, and you want me to sit idle and let my crew sit idle while Timmons dawdles?
Mr. C, I need to ask this as a personal favor because I think it's what's best for you. You tear down this place tonight, it's going to look a bit too coincidental, don't you think?
I'm so glad you're my son-in-law, because you're the one person I cannot turn down.
Thank you.
Don't make me regret it.
Good to see you.
Are you out of your mind? I mean, he's going to come back. Why don't you just point your finger to the bones?
You won't find anything.
Who's going to stop him? I mean, now he's going to be... I mean, we can't do anything now. See, they're going to be looking at this place, and they're going to be looking at us.
Let them look at us. The more they look at us, the better it is. Come on. Don't waste any more time.
Are Mason and Victoria all right?
Well, they're a little rattled, but they were a team through the whole thing, and it was nice to see, I'll tell you.
I'm glad the baby's safe. I was really worried watching the bulletins on TV in my isolation room.
Don't you waste any energy worrying. You just concentrate on shrinking those mumps.
Actually, I'm not that swollen.
And don't go starting with the self-diagnosis, Eden. Do what your doctors tell you.
Yes, sir.
I miss you. Why couldn't you catch something ordinary so I could keep you home here and mother you or whatever?
I promise I'll come home weak. You can make me meals for 6 months. Would you say hello to everybody for me? Did you see Daddy tonight? I tried to call home, but he wasn't there.
Yeah, I saw him. I'll tell him.
And Mama, too.
Okay. I'll call you in the morning. I love you.
I love you, too.
What got you so revved up?
Is it true?
Yes. I was approached some time ago about looking into an unexplained disappearance. A guy named Hal Clark.
I know all that. What makes you think it was murder?
Did I say that?
And what makes you think my mother and father were involved?
I don't recall saying that either. You mind if I ask you who sicked you on me exactly? Was it Cece?
I'm asking the questions.
This is not some kind of conspiracy against you, Mason.
Why wasn't I told?
I didn't want to make a big deal about it. Yes, somebody disappeared. Yes, they might have been dead. But since that's all anybody knows, a rational person would be a long way from assuming that it had anything to do with Pamela or Cece.
Then why do their names keep coming up?
I don't know. Maybe it's something that our illustrious DA dreamed up. It's a well-known fact of history that T and Gina don't have enough to do with their time.
I don't like it, Cruz. I don't like not being told, and I don't like you being part of it. You're a member of this family now.
So?
Act like it.
You're making too much of this, brother. And frankly, you're ticking me off.
Tough. I have a personal interest.
Which is exactly why it's none of your business and why I want you to butt out of it now. There is nothing to draw a conclusion about.
Draw this one, Cruz. The next time you move on something that has to do with my family, I want to know about it.
What the hell are you so afraid of? What I might find?